Setting lineups right now for the next 85 minutes or so. We welcome you to Fantasy Football Today, presented by BetMGM, the sportsbook born in Vegas. It's Adam Azer, Dave Richard, and Heath Cummings. We're just having a nice debate about how we set our lineups. Do we open a lot of tabs? Who doesn't open a lot of tabs? I think Heath is.
What I don't understand is why you would want to have like all of your leagues open at the same time. It's super confusing. You don't know for sure which one you're looking at ever.
Of course I do.
You do one, and then you close it, and then you do another one, and then you close it, and then you do another one.
Right now, I do a league, and then I hit the X, and I get rid of that tab, and then I go on to the next league, and then I set the lineup, I hit the X, I get rid of that tab.
It makes me scared that I set my lineups the same way Adam sets his lineups, and I should probably consider setting my lineups the way that Heath sets his lineups. But it is how I operate too. One of the things that I did was cut down on my leagues this year, so there's fewer tabs open this year than in the past. But yeah, once I open up a league, set my lineup, make sure I'm good to go, and then I delete the tab. By the way, I mentioned this on Friday. I posted this on social media on Saturday. I'm going to say it for everybody here now, because you got about 85 minutes before lineups start to lock. Set your lineup for week 12 before you set it for week 11. See what holes you have next week with 6 teams on bye. Try and fill those holes now, adding players off of the waiver wire so that you don't have to do it next Tuesday or Wednesday when everyone else in your league is going to be doing it.
Yes, good.
I'm not going to do that either. I do want to say I do have currently 31 tabs open.
Yeah,
but none of them are for setting lineups.
Okay, well, let's get to the questions, guys. We'll answer some CeeDee Lamb questions. He's questionable for Monday night. He has a back issue. It seems like they're optimistic about him playing, so we're probably going to be optimistic about him playing. But let's see what questions you have here, and hit that like button if you're enjoying the show. Jake Ferguson or Hunter Henry, PPR?
The game, Double H.
Yeah, I think I do. Although I also feel like every time I've ranked Hunter Henry as a starter, he's scored 4 points. And every time I've ranked him as a backup, he's scored 15. So he's probably going to score 4.
How many times have you ranked Jake Ferguson as a starter and he's given you 8?
Yeah, it hasn't been great.
Yeah.
All right, DeAndre Hopkins or Cedric Tillman?
Play the music.
Tillman. Dave, Heath yelled at me, borderline, for starting Tillman over T. Higgins in a league. Are you going to yell at me for that?
No, but I think I'd start Higgins. Somebody noticed, one of our viewers noticed, Heath, that you have T. Higgins ranked exceptionally high this week.
I have T. Higgins ranked basically where he's performed when he's been healthy. And Adam did bring up a good point on the FFT Express that T. Higgins' first game back from an injury has not been good throughout his career. That's not a split that I'm currently taking into consideration. The one that I am taking into consideration is the fact that he's basically got a 30% target share when he's played and getting more targets than Jamar Chase and been a top 10 wide receiver.
I like him. I'm starting him in 3 leagues. I just didn't, maybe even 4. I just didn't want to start him in 5 or 4, whatever. So, all right, because this, I think it was 7 games where he's come back after time with injury. He's never had 50 yards in a game. It's crazy.
Yeah, I misspoke if I said that I liked Higgins over Tillman. I've got Higgins as more of a flex this week. And I also buy into that Chargers pass defense. And, Adam, I sent you a note on this before the show. I don't know if you saw it. I've got a whole laundry list of non-skill position injuries that could impact our skill position players. One of them is Bengals left tackle Orlando Brown being out for their game against the Chargers. This is a Bengals offensive line that struggled at times this year on the road against a Chargers defense that nobody's really giving a lot of credit to, but their pass rush has been great. They're aggressive. They play a lot of zone coverage, so they don't give up the big play, and they've got cornerbacks that are doing good in one-on-one situations.
All right, so let's get back to some more questions. But we also have to talk about, speaking of injuries, the George Kittle news is he's unlikely to play, and they may not have their left tackle, although there's optimism about Trent Williams. Juwan Jennings, JSN, or Darnell Mooney, half PPR?
Should I make the joke? I'll make the joke. I'm landing on Mooney.
I didn't know what the joke was.
I am not sure. I did move Jennings up quite a bit. I got Mooney 2 spots higher than Jennings.
I'll make a Jennings joke. Your lineup is in jeopardy if you don't start Jennings, right? Because Ken Jennings, the Jeopardy champion.
No, that was terrible.
I thought it was amazing. Really, bravo, dude.
McConkey or Hopkins, Pollard or ETN?
Pollard over ETN. And I like McConkey over Hopkins.
Man, I've got Pollard and ETN back to back. I'll agree on Pollard. I've got Hopkins a couple spots ahead of McConkey.
Okay. Dawson Knox or Hunter Henry, DK Metcalf or JK Dobbins. This is non-PPR.
I would love to talk about Dawson Knox at some point. We can do it now. We can do it later.
Hit it.
Okay. So I went and I saw how he's performed without Dalton Kincaid on the field. And just the target per route run rate wasn't that great. I know last week he had a nice catch downfield. But his numbers, there hasn't been a noticeable pop when he sees more playing time. Granted, there haven't been a lot of opportunities for him to do it. So if you buy into Knox, it's that, and it's much easier to buy into him if Amari Cooper doesn't play, but I think he's going to play. You buy into fewer targets for Josh Allen to throw the ball around to, and you buy into the matchup. But that's it. Because in games where Kincaid's off the field and Knox is on the field, and in full games when Kincaid is out, inactive, not playing, Dawson Knox hasn't seen a huge bump. So I think he's more of a streaming tight end. Obviously, you picked him up to start him as a spot starter. I'm struggling with him versus Cole Kmet and Pat Freiermuth, for example.
Heath, where do you have Dawson Knox?
17, maybe. I like him better than Kmet, but he's not a starter for me. He has, looks like 2 games in the last 2 years with more than 5 targets. And in those 2 games, he combined to score 9.4 PPR fantasy points.
I'm starting Henry over Knox.
If I want to paint a more optimistic picture here, just for devil's advocate purposes here on Dawson Knox.
No, talk me into something.
Before the Kincaid era, he was like a borderline. I think he had 2 straight years where he finished top 12 per game. He's kind of a touchdown scorer. And it's a little bit of a situation where you know how it's like, well, we like Charbonnet better than Ken Walker if Ken Walker's out than we do if Ken Walker's in and Charbonnet is also in. Might be a little bit of a situation like that where Knox is, better than Kincaid. He's not a better player than Kincaid, but he doesn't have to deal with Dawson Knox. And it's the Chiefs, right? That's the big argument here, is that the Chiefs are 31st against tight ends. And last week they had a good matchup for tight ends, and Kincaid was wide open for a touchdown, and it just got missed by Josh Allen. If we had actually seen Kincaid be good in a game, then we might feel better about Knox. That's the optimistic side of it. I'm starting him over Pat Freiermuth, for example.
Yeah, and I think it's worthwhile for people considering starting Dawson Knox to just listen to the difficulty and the gymnastics that you had to do in making a positive case for Dawson Knox.
All right, it's
he might score a touchdown.
Yeah, he might score a touchdown. I think he has a decent chance to score a touchdown.
I went and looked at the pre-Dalton Kincaid era, and Dawson Knox did have 1 season where he averaged more than 9 fantasy points per game. Which, in fairness, he had another where he averaged 9, and that's better than Dalton Kincaid.
Right. He had like 6 touchdowns, 8 touchdowns those 2 years, something like that.
But,
all right. Yeah, sorry. No. Look, it's a tough case. It's a tough case. I'm not pumped. I'm not pumped that I'm starting him.
Oh, Dave, do you like him over Disley?
I do like him over Disley.
I think Disley has a good matchup too, and has been more involved.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway,
no, that's a good point. All right, then we need 3 receivers, or we need 2 wide receivers and a flex from this group: Wilson, Cooper, Downs, Sutton, Najee. I got 2 easy ones here, right? Wilson and Sutton.
Wilson and Sutton are easy.
Warren's playing, by the way.
Comes down to Downs or Najee.
We're not even considering Amari Cooper.
No, I am not. Amari Cooper couldn't catch when he had 2 hands.
Wow. So go ahead.
That's where I'm at. I've got Downs by 0.13 over Najee in full PPR. So flip a coin between those two. And maybe Cooper scores a touchdown too. It's the same case as Dawson Knox, I think.
I think so here's the problem. We don't have the report that Cooper is definitively going to play. He's a late game player. Downs plays at 1:00. If you want to take the safe route, assuming we don't get good news on Cooper before kickoff of the Colts game, I would play Downs. So I agree with Heath there. But if we knew that Amari Cooper was going to play, I'd take the chance on Cooper over Downs.
Heath, how mad would you be if I put JSN in over Drake London?
I mean, this is something that you do, and it would give me something to cheer for today, that we could lose by the difference in how many more points Drake London scores than JSN.
I won't do it. I won't do it.
I don't care. If you want to do it, that's fine.
No, it's okay.
Dave,
Dave,
PPR, I don't like JSN quite as much.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
All right. How about Josh Downs or Quentin Johnston? From Boom, Tough Acton to Knack.
Quentin Johnston for me.
So you hate Quentin Johnston, right?
Who?
Adam?
Oh, me? No, I don't hate Quentin Johnston. I actually like everyone more now because I think they're going to have to finally throw the ball a little bit. I don't like Quentin Johnston in 30 or fewer pass attempt games.
Was it half PPR or full?
No, I don't know. I would go.
I've got Downs higher.
What did you say, Dave?
I would go with Quentin Johnston.
I think I hate Josh Downs is who I just hate Anthony Richardson for the wide receivers. Tillman, Mooney, or MVS. Ooh, I have a stat that I want to give. But yeah, Tillman, Mooney, or MVS.
I have Mooney over Tillman and MVS way behind.
There is a wide receiver. Let me check his roster percentage real quick here.
There once was a wide receiver.
There's a wide receiver who is 1% rostered, who has had a target per route run rate of 21% 2 straight weeks on a team that desperately needs someone to throw the ball to. And I almost put him in my lineup because I thought he was Cedric Tillman, but he's actually Cedric Wilson. And then I realized he was Cedric Wilson, and I took him out of my lineup. But 1% rostered. He does have a bye next week, so you can't get him for week 12. But I think he's there. I think there's a good chance he's the lead receiver for the Saints while Olave is out.
Probably, but I still don't want to take a chance on any of those guys unless I'm desperate for wide receiver help.
No, he's the worst. I just wanted to throw that out there. If you need a wide receiver, I think MVS is, to me, the wrong way to go for the Saints, and Cedric Wilson Jr. is the right way to go for the Saints. And he is.
I mean, you almost have to look at MVS as kind of Rashid Shaheed light, in that he can win deep. And we know that, especially with their offensive line getting healthy, that's one of the things that I was going to talk about, was that the Saints offensive line could be in much better shape this week than it's been in any of the past 6 weeks. Eric McCoy might come back. And if Derek Carr is time, and we saw it early in this year, he's willing to throw the ball deep downfield. The problem is that MVS, he can get open. He's fast. No guarantee he's going to reel in those passes. And he did look good last week for what it's worth, but very, very risky to trust him. Again, you have to be desperate, bye-week replacement type of wide receiver.
Can you guys help me with one lineup, and then we'll go on? Taysom Hill or Tyler Lockett, PPR? I'm playing Jamie.
Say it one more time.
Taysom Hill or Tyler Lockett, PPR?
I think Lockett's safer.
I've got Lockett.
All right, that's what I had too.
Should we ask the people my question?
Oh, this is a doozy. After we answer, let's answer 5 questions, then we'll answer Dave's.
Fine.
Dobbs, Downs, Jameson, Brian Thomas Jr., PPR.
I am starting 1. I think I've got Dobbs ranked the highest. I'll double check.
I have Downs 1 spot ahead of Dobbs.
Yeah, I'll take Dobbs.
All right. Alec Pierce, Bateman, Kayshon Boutte, half PPR.
Bateman.
Agreed.
Juwan Jennings, Jaden Reed, or Tank Dell?
We love you too, Pete. I'm with you on Jennings.
We do love Pete. Jennings it is. J-Mo, Mike Williams, Brian Thomas Jr. Start 2.
Wait, he doesn't have Lawrence?
Sit Mike.
I'm sitting Big Mike.
Lawrence hopefully back after the bye and might have a new head coach. We'll see. Report that this could be it for Doug Peterson. JSN or Amari Cooper?
JSN.
I think JSN is probably safer. You can lock up 10, 12 PPR points from him. So there you go, JSN.
And let's hear Dave's horrible flex conundrum.
I'm in a 14-team, 3 wide receiver, triple flex PPR. I'm going to list off a bunch of names. You have to start one of them and cut two of them. And I'll also have you know this decision's already been made, but I'm just interested in getting your opinions on this noodle tickler. Here we go. Mike Williams, who you overbid on in Fab because it's a 14-team, 3 wide receiver triple flex league. Zamir White, Dontavian Wicks, Nick Westbrook-Akine, Jordan Mason, and Dawson Knox. Remember, you have to start one of them.
Yeah, I answered this. I said start Dawson Knox, and I had no idea who to cut. But definitely Heath's not going to say that.
No, I think I have Knox the highest.
Oh, nice.
None of them are good. You have to cut two.
Cut two. If we're starting Knox, I'll read the names again. Mike Williams, Zamir White, Dontavian Wicks, Nick Westbrook-Akine, Jordan Mason.
I'd cut Westbrook. I'd probably cut White.
Okay. Fine. I would cut Nick Westbrook-Akine and Zamir White. Yeah. I like that.
That is not what I did, but close to what I did.
Who'd you start?
I started Knox, or Knox is ready to start for me. I did cut White, and I cut Wicks instead of Westbrook-Akine.
Okay. All right, let's go rapid fire here. Good luck to you, Dave, in that crazy league.
Well, the good news is that the replacements that I'm bringing up were Brian Robinson and DK Metcalf, and my team was already in good shape. So now it's in really good shape
great.
After that.
Right,
so
start two.
That's how it goes. I will start Debo and do I have Higgins over Chubb? I'm going to double check.
No, not Metcalf.
Oh, my bad. Debo and DK, who were almost teammates in Seattle, apparently.
Debo and T.
Yeah, I read that story. And then I stopped reading it because I was not interested in it. DJ Moore or Ricky Pearsall, half PPR.
I got Ricky over DJ, and I've had it that way all week. And now that Kittle is unlikely to play, I like it even more.
And Heath, you said more?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What do you got there?
LaCroix.
Oh, what flavor?
Beach plum.
Okay. Josh Downs, Jamison Williams, or Ricky Pearsall?
Downs.
I've got JMO a few spots ahead of Pearsall.
And you have Pearsall ahead of Downs?
I have Pearsall ahead of Downs.
Would you trade Downs for Cade Otton?
Yeah, no. I think I would. I might try and see if I could finagle a better tight end than Otton. Obviously, you're going to need a different tight end for this week. But I don't think Otton's role will shrivel a little when Mike Evans comes back, excuse me. But I do think that he's still going to get a lot of targets week in and week out.
How high do you have Ricky Pearsall?
He's a flex, number 3 receiver. He's 38th, just outside of the top 36, obviously, because 38 is more than 36.
38 is, yeah.
So you are really low on Josh Downs.
I am very low on Josh Downs for a number of reasons.
Aaron Rodgers or Drake May?
Rodgers.
I believe I have Rodgers higher.
Come on, Rodgers. Come on, Rodgers.
I have Rodgers game spot ahead of May.
Are we all pulling for Rodgers today?
Well, I hope he scores a bunch of fantasy points.
Okay. We just read that one. I'm already starting Jennings. Should I start Pearsall instead of Brian Thomas Jr.?
So I don't have Pearsall ranked that high. I still think that there's upside with BTJ. I don't like the target volume that BTJ has been getting for the last month. Obviously, you don't like the matchup. Obviously, you don't like the quarterback. Matchup's okay, I guess, but it's kind of overshadowed by Mac Jones and his rinky-dink ADOT. I'm going to say Thomas, but it's more on the hope that he can make one big play for the first time in a month plus.
Yeah, Brian Thomas, and it's been less than a month since he made a big play.
Well, maybe it's been less than, the month of November. Maybe it's been more than the month of November, though.
It has been. It was October 27th.
Drake May or Sam Darnold, or drop one and pick up Bo Nix?
Feels like last week was October 27th.
Yes. Drop Drake May for Bo Nix, right?
I need to know this. Who do they play next week?
Denver?
No, Drake May and Sam Darnold.
Drake May's got a good matchup next week at Miami. I don't know if that's good. I think that's good. And then who's the other one? Darnold next week. at Chicago.
Chicago.
I'd probably drop Darnold for Knicks.
And Denver's got Las Vegas. Got my little schedules here. Oh, what
So
happened?
you're going to start Bo Nix anyway.
We are our stream just improved. Up there it goes.
We had too many tabs open, and so yours disappeared.
A very sensitive camera gets bumped. All right, we really should be going rapid fire here. Let me.
You want
Get
to
my
fix your stuff, and Heath will get us started.
I mean, I should be able to do both, right? But all right, here we go.
Yeah, I should.
Yeah, are eggs considered vegetarian? Yeah, we're not harming the animal or anything. Need a running back and a flex from Pollard, Najee, Higgins, and Mooney.
The running back will reluctantly be Pollard. The flex will be Mooney for me.
Pollard and Higgins.
Yeah.
Here we go. There he is. There he is. He's back, folks. Zoomed out. No, we did that one. Hopkins or Tyreek Hill?
Tyreek.
Tyreek.
Aaron Jones or J.K. Dobbins?
Jones.
I believe I have. Man, you guys got some good questions today, making me look at the rankings.
Yep.
I think I have Dobbins. I do.
A lot of Pearsall questions today. Johnston, Pearsall, Hopkins, or London?
London.
London might be the safe way to go. I like the matchup for Johnston. They're back-to-back in my rankings, so I will say Johnston.
Mike Williams, Romeo Dobbs, Mark Andrews, Brian Thomas Jr. Non-PPR, pick 2.
Do I have Dobbs over BTJ in non-PPR today? I do. And do I have them both over Andrews? I do. I will sit Andrews and go with BTJ and Romeo Dobbs.
Yeah, that's who I'd go with too.
Mooney or JSN or Jennings? Standard scoring.
Mooney.
Yeah.
Love or Mahomes rest of season?
Oh, that's a tough one rest of season. I've got Mahomes higher on the trade chart. I don't know if that necessarily means that he's going to be that much better than Love. But if that's higher, then I think that he's the one that I would have rest of season. I'd like to carry both. Can't you carry both? What's going on, Zach? Why can't you carry both?
I think most importantly, like the next 2 weeks, Mahomes has got Carolina and Vegas, so I'd rather have Mahomes than Love.
Can we get an iguana update?
That's not been resolved yet. I got a text from my wife reminding me about it just moments ago. So thanks for that, Poochies. That's the name of the person who commented, not what I call my wife. That would be weird.
I thought that's what you were.
Or the iguana. Tyreek Hill or Juwan Jennings? Did we answer that? Sorry if we did.
Jennings for me.
If that's Tyreek Hill, I will take Tyreek Hill over Juwan Jennings.
Madison or Estime?
Madison, especially if it's PPR.
Madison over Estime. Yes.
Lamb, Metcalf, Pickens. Ooh, we need to sit one. I'm sitting Lamb.
Adam sitting CD Lamb, CD Lamb, CD Lamb. Adam sitting CD Lamb. And Dave would also do so.
Yeah, I would sit Lamb. Can we play Who Has More, Adam?
Oh, yes, we certainly can. Always.
Fantasy points. You want to go per game or for the season?
Per game.
Tyreek Hill or Juwan Jennings?
I think Juwan is winning that one.
Wow. Juwan Jennings.
Per game, it's not close. Juwan Jennings has 14.2. Tyreek Hill has 11.11.
Wow.
Yeah.
In total fantasy points, because Tyreek's played 2 more games, Tyreek has 99.9. Jennings has 99.7.
Wow, it's bad. We have about 3,000 people watching right now. We have 396 likes. We're not answering another question until we get to 600 likes. That's a very modest goal. We just need about 200 likes, so please hit that like button. I want to remind you we have a show after the games end, about 8 p.m. Eastern time. We'll be broadcasting for you. And, and then it's Thanksgiving week, and there's 6 teams on a bye, and there's 3 games on Thursday. It's going to be a fun, kind of wacky week. But I'm just filibustering. I'm just killing time until we get to 600 likes. So let's get to 600 likes. huge matchup against Dave in the FFT league today. Just huge.
I'm surprised you haven't like named the iguana and like taken it in as a pet. Heath.
Dave, I've literally considered like taking this matter into my own hands.
You should have. I don't know why you haven't yet.
Well, because
600 likes.
You got 600 likes. I've never killed an iguana before.
No, I don't think you should.
Well, no, that's exactly what needs to happen.
Just get someone to come over with a trap. Like, can't you call like a company that has a trap?
I'm not sure why he would come out of his very comfortable surroundings. I feel like I'm going to have to just burn my house down.
Oh, that you could do, yeah. All right. We got J.K. Dobbins, Josh Dobbs, or no. J.K. Who's Romeo Dobbs?
That might be Romeo Dobbs instead of.
Yeah, you tricked me there.
Josh Dobbs.
Or
something that Pablito knows that we don't.
Shakir is the answer.
Shakir? Okay.
I think Shakir's the answer too over Dobbins in full PPR.
Start 2, Metcalf, London, Flowers, Jennings.
Good group. I will start Metcalf and Zay.
Me too.
ETN or Brian Thomas Jr. Thank you, JW Briggs.
ETN.
I'll take Brian Thomas Jr.
Adams or Cortland Sutton in full PPR.
Cortland.
Yeah. Adams.
I just got offered a trade.
Oh,
come on. I offered Jamie Juwan Jennings for Josh Jacobs. He rejected it, and he offered me Kareem Hunt for Josh Jacobs. Come on, what am I doing? I'm not, sorry, Kareem Hunt for Juwan Jennings.
Well, that is
what? I'm not.
It's much more reasonable than you offered him Juwan Jennings for Josh Jacobs, and you're complaining about his response.
It's a PPR league. This is not
a fair response.
This is reasonable.
Juwan Jennings is very close to top 12 running back Josh Jacobs.
I don't know that Josh Jacobs is a top 12 running back. I think Juwan Jennings is maybe a top 18.
Let's do a YouTube poll.
Oh, I wish there was some sort of chart that would tell
what is the trade chart?
What a trade would be fair for a certain player.
The only thing that makes that fair is they both have the initials JJ. That's the only thing that's in the same universe.
And it look on this trade chart, Josh Jacobs is worth 10 points more than Juwan Jennings in full PPR.
How many points is Juwan Jennings worth?
Juwan Jennings is worth 11 on this.
So basically, Josh Jacobs is worth almost 2 Juwan Jennings.
And would you look at that in PPR? Kareem Hunt is worth less than Juwan Jennings.
Well, yeah, that's why I'm not going to take Kareem Hunt for Juwan.
So you got to find a running back in between Kareem Hunt.
He doesn't have one. He has Breece Hall, Jahmyr Gibbs, and Josh Jacobs. Adams or Lockett? Yeah, go with Devontae Adams here. Would you go with CeeDee Lamb or DeAndre Hopkins?
I would go with CeeDee Lamb. It is not that bad for Lamb.
Just an either trade.
But he didn't have a running back that was equivalent. Adam looks good in prison orange. Thank you. I don't anticipate ever having to wear prison orange. Hunt, Pickens.
That's a Miami shirt.
Isn't that a red? I thought it was a red shirt.
It's a Knicks shirt.
For Bo Nix. Hunt, Pickens, Dobbins, Chase Brown. PPR.
AFC North.
Pickens and Brown.
Yes, this shirt is not blue. I was going to wear blue. I wore blue this morning, but yeah, most of my shirts are blue. Tank Dell or Hopkins, Kmet or Jonnu?
Tank, Kmet.
Dell and Jonnu. Is it, Dave? I need to hear your the reason for your Cole Kmet optimism. What is this a good Cole Kmet week for some reason?
So Chicago's got to do something to make their quarterback more comfortable. And the first thing they're doing is they're getting their starting offensive tackles back, and that will actually help Caleb Williams not be so frenetic and scared of the pass rush. The second thing they can do is just get him on short-timed routes to his pass catchers. And I figure Kmet can be one of those guys and just somebody that's very easy for him to lean on. So it's more of a hope than anything else, but they got to change something. And what we've seen from the Bears the majority of the year is that their receivers are running downfield routes a lot. So scale those back, try and get the ball out of Caleb Williams' hands a lot faster, throw to shorter targets. Kmet's one of those guys.
I just want to know, I want you to know how much I care about you, Dave. I have been very nervous about your Cole Kmet take for you all weekend. Like he's so bad for fantasy. I'm very nervous about it. Where do you have him ranked?
I believe he's top 12 for me.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like there are 12 great tight ends, but I'm very nervous for you.
Are you ready to start Freiermuth over Cole Kmet?
Yeah, I would start Knox. I would start Freiermuth over Kmet.
You know how I talk about faking Mark Andrews ranking to just rank him and Laporta in the top 12 every week because of their name? I did that with Cole Kmet this week to get him in the top 24.
Okay.
To get in the top 24.
24.
Yes, he is ranked 24th for me. But no, I like I was looking for a reason. I hope that Caleb Williams possesses the ability to take a snap and make a short throw on time.
All right, Ingram or Knox? Half PPR, Ingram or Knox?
I will take Evan Ingram over Dawson Knox.
Goff or Tua?
Goff.
Agreed.
Reed, Hopkins, or Ridley? Reed is. I struggle with Reed. Saying Ridley.
I'm saying Ridley.
I'm saying Ridley too. Heath?
I mean, I was answering Thomas's question in the private chat.
All right, fair.
Yes, Ridley.
Hopkins or Dobbs?
Dobbs.
Hopkins.
I'll go Hopkins too. There we go. Joe Burrow, Bo Nix, Warren or Braylon Allen?
Joe and Jalen.
Yep.
Oh, this is nice. From Dan Fader. You guys are the best. I look forward to all your shows. So many laughs. Hate when the fantasy season ends. Don't worry. The fantasy season's never going to end. By 2030, there will be 40 games. We'll play every single week. There'll be 12 bye weeks.
And not just that. We're going to play every day of the week. And 5 games stacked on Sundays. We're going to start at 8 a.m. We're going to finish at midnight.
You guys are funny. It's not going to happen, but we do record Fantasy Football Today podcasts 3 times a week minimum during the off season.
That's true.
You did
Fantasy
see that
football does not stop at any point with us here at CBS Sports.
you did see that we're already going to 8 overseas games next year.
I saw that.
So half of the schedule will start at 9 a.m.
Yeah.
And we're already talking about adding the 18th game.
Yes.
And then a double bye. So we're going to have 20 weeks.
Yeah.
With 4 time slots on a Sunday. And this year, we're playing every day except for Tuesday.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's coming. Football every day, all day.
I just hope they don't have too much football. I know you say, there's not too much football. There could be too much football. Like, let's,
like baseball.
Yeah, absolutely. And I was thinking about this. Like when I was growing up, we could not wait for Monday Night Football. It was like, we're going to our friend's house to watch Monday Night Football.
Even this week, I can't wait.
Dave, you're so full of crap. Just be honest. That is so not true.
Oh, what? You've heard me complain. Ugh.
I'm not
another football game. Do you know how awesome Monday Night Football is?
Dreading Monday Night Football by any chance. I am not looking forward to Houston, Dallas. Okay,
no, I think
there
Monday
might be a
football,
fantasy matchup that I have that comes down to that game.
Island games are the worst now.
Right in front of me.
Thursday Night Football now. It's taken the luster out of Monday Night Football.
I disagree.
I think people are. I don't think
Thursday Night Football ever had the prestige of Monday Night Football.
No, it doesn't necessarily, but it's like it just overexposure. I don't know. Swift or Jennings PPR?
I'll take Swift.
Yeah.
The other thing I had with Monday Night Football that I think they fixed is they used to be such terrible matchups because they had the last pick basically, and I think Aikman was saying it, or Joe Buck, one of them was saying, like, we just have better games now. And it's true. This should have been a really good game. Red or green salsa? Red. Yeah. Oh, wow. Unanimous. You said red, right, Heath?
I did. Yeah.
Jamison Williams or Travis Etienne?
I don't know anyone who actually likes green salsa.
Oh, green salsa is fine. I just like the red salsa.
Fine. Yeah. Better. Yeah. Even Dave's enthusiastic about everything. Could you be enthusiastic about green salsa?
I go in ETN, I think.
I'm enthusiastic about everything.
If you're enthusiastic about Texans Cowboys on Monday night, then yes, you're enthusiastic about
it. Well, I think that's great.
I guess I'm going ETN here. How about you guys?
I'm not. I'm taking Jamison Williams.
Just did that one. Elijah Moore or Ricky Pearsall?
Ricky.
Elijah for me. Do we have 1,000 likes yet?
808.
Yeah, it's not enough.
3,200 people on YouTube plus some people on Twitter. So 808 likes.
Okay.
If you're watching on Twitter, you need to come over to YouTube and like the show, please.
And then Heath will send you $50.
Devontae Adams or Cedric Tillman?
Devontae.
Adams.
I've got Adams. Yeah.
I've got Adams.
Out.
I got a question for you. How many receiving yards will Cedric Tillman have this week?
64.
Heath?
How many targets? What?
Yards, receiving yards for Cedric Tillman.
That was all right. It was another. I have him projected for 58.
Okay, so both of you are pretty. I think you guys are low compared to consensus on Tillman. And when I saw his line at 59.5, I thought, wow,
Nice.
it's been getting over 70 yards a game. The odds makers are trying to get people to take the over on that. And it made me a little nervous. Like, what do they know about Cedric Tillman that I don't know? And so I looked into it, and I still think Tillman's going to get a lot of targets. But I wonder if the Saints are going to have a solution for Jameis. And I talked about it on Friday, Adam. Jameis was there for 4 years, and there's still plenty of coaches on the defense that know what he's capable of doing because they practiced against him often. So it makes me wonder, A, will they have an answer for Jameis and turn him over a couple times? And B, could it be that Nick Chubb just kind of takes over for that Cleveland offense, and he's what gets them going today? And both of those things kind of work against Tillman. I still think he can get, anywhere between 10 and 15 PPR points. He can certainly score. He's certainly going to be the number one receiver for Cleveland. But I saw that line, and it made me do a spit take.
Well, I feel like a lot of lines are lower than what you expect, but it's not easy to get 70 receiving yards. I mean, I'll just look. Let's see how many wide receivers had 70 yards last week. Probably about 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 or 19 had 70 receiving. And there were some teams on bye. So it's not that easy.
Tillman's had 75 or more yards in 3 straight games.
I know. And the Saints give up the third most passing yards per game, fourth most passing yards per game in the NFL. So I was just being a little conservative. I guess if I had to pick one, I'd take the over on that. Okay, what do we got here? We've got how about this one? Hopkins, Pearsall, Demario Douglas.
How many are we picking?
1 in half PPR.
Hopkins.
Oh, Ricky, you're so fine. You're so fine. You blow my mind. Hey, Ricky.
DeAndre.
Hey, Ricky.
So you're low on DeAndre, Dave?
Against Buffalo?
Do you think Juju takes some of his snaps?
No, absolutely not Juju. It could be a combination of Kelsey, the matchup, and Kansas City, maybe even having a little bit more efficiency running the ball.
All right, we got 991 likes. We'll do rapid fire when we get to 1,000. So we just need 9 more of you people out there. Hey, it could be Dave and Heath, by the way. They could be helping out on this project. I've already hit 992. We'll go rapid fire when we get to 1,000.
Still answer questions at a medium pace.
Dowdle or Hunter Henry in the flex. Oh, we're at 1,000.
Great.
I think I have Dowdle over Double H.
Yeah.
I don't know what this means, but white chicken chili or regular chili, and Goff or Cousins.
The person is asking which type of chili you prefer.
It's white chicken chili.
You make chili with white beans and chicken, and it's called white chicken chili.
It's amazing how you could figure that out.
Yeah, and you put some people will put like green chili peppers in it just to make it chili. And it's good, but it's not as good as regular chili.
Agreed.
Goff,
We're
right?
Midwesterners.
Goff.
Goff for me, please.
Yes, Goff.
And obviously, the next comment, Adam has the best food take. Sit 1, Higgins, Flowers, London, Adams.
I believe I'm sitting T. Higgins.
I'm sitting Adams.
I just want to let you all know, and we'll go rapid fire after this. I had Mexican food on Friday night, and I couldn't figure out what to order. I got the combo. I got a chicken burrito, a cheese enchilada, and a chicken taco, and it was so good. Oh my God.
You're going to turn into me.
What a great meal. And I ate all the rice and beans.
In no time.
Yeah. All right. Pick 3 from this group, but we have to sit 1. I'm sitting Dobbins.
I'm working on my 4th chin. I am also going to sit J.K. Dobbins.
Yeah, Heath. Let's see.
Clean sweep.
Yeah.
What'd you say? Yeah, Heath?
Yeah, you're showing the chest off a little bit there.
Oh, I was just scratching my.
Let's go.
I do have the V-neck on today, not the one that everybody likes.
Yeah. Would you trade CD Lamb
I'll wear it tonight.
for Isaiah Pacheco?
I don't like to wear that when it's sunny outside. It's more of a
Lamb
after
over
dark kind of outfit.
Lamb over Pacheco. Heath, do you have a beat on Pacheco and when he'll be like back?
There, yeah. No, I think he'll be back sometime in the next 3 weeks and not this week. But I do not. I would take a lot less than CD Lamb for Isaiah Pacheco, and I would no way I would trade CD Lamb for Isaiah Pacheco.
Yeah, we're not high on Pacheco. Drop one of these guys for a kicker. Brian Robinson Jr., Austin Eckler, Jaden Reed, Brian Thomas Jr., Terry McLaurin. What? Hey.
First of all, adorable dog. Second of all, assuming this is after this week, Eckler would be the one I would reluctantly drop. If you have to drop one right now, though, oh my God.
So in those leagues where they allow you to drop a player after they've played on Thursday, if they were in your starting lineup, do you still get their points? Or you had Eckler on the bench maybe, and you just feel like an idiot moron, and so you want to get him off your bench so that you don't remember that he scored like 19 PPR fantasy points on Thursday?
Yeah.
I would drop Eckler too. And if not, I would drop Brian Thomas Jr., who's on a bye next week.
Yeah.
Ridley or London?
Calvin.
London.
Half PPR, Knox, MVS, Dobbs.
Dobbs.
I really want to make a bold Drake London prediction, but it just sets me up for failure.
What are you going to say?
I think he's going to have like 10 PPR fantasy points at most.
It's like not bold at all.
I think he's going to stink. I think he's going to be a number 3 receiver.
Okay, I don't think right. A number 3 receiver or 10 PPR fantasy points is not bold. That's just like, yeah, he just had a day. Top 12 wide receivers do that all the time. Malik Neighbors has done it for like a month.
Why don't we start naming some wide receivers, and then you tell me which one of these wide receivers you would start over Drake London, and we'll see if we can build a bold call.
Okay, go ahead.
Jerry Jeudy or Drake London?
London.
Ricky Pearsall or Drake London?
London.
Amari Cooper or
London.
Drake London?
London.
Jalen Waddle or Drake London?
London.
So far, I agree with you on all these, by the way. Brian Thomas Jr. or Drake London?
London.
Romeo Dobbs or Drake London?
London.
Quentin Johnston or Drake London?
Getting closer.
I think you might want to. Can you reformulate this take and be like, I think Drake
I don't feel as bad about London as you say you do.
I'd start Cedric Tillman. I'd start Jackson Smith and Jigba over London. Give me some wide receivers in the 24 to 30 range.
Lad McConkey, Quentin Johnston,
No.
Jawan Jennings, Jacoby Myers.
Yes, over London.
Zay Flowers.
Yeah.
Chase. Derrick Henry. I think I'm done with this. I don't think you. I don't think
you have a bold take.
I think
I have a bold take.
What's your bold take?
Drake London's gonna be fine.
That is super bold.
Yeah, okay. he's got he's a top 20 wide receiver.
Did you guys answer this one? Knox, MVS, Dobbs?
We did. We said Dobbs.
Okay. Warren or Dobbs?
Dobbs.
Yeah, Dobbs for me.
Yeah.
Pittman or MVS?
Oh God.
Yeah, I know.
I have MVS currently over Pittman.
I like it when I get a question that they're so low that I can't even check my rankings. I have to go to the projection spreadsheet. And this is fantastic. I have Marquez Valdez-Scantling projected for 6.71 PPR fantasy points.
Oh boy.
I have Michael Pittman 6.68.
Would you
300th of a point?
Would you pick up Cedric Wilson Jr. and start him over those guys? I think I would just stick with Pittman, but I think Wilson. I'd rather start Wilson than MVS. Okay.
There's somebody on the waiver. Would you start Dawson Knox over all of them?
I think I have him at 6.64.
Yeah. Like I think I would consider Knox over all of them.
Looking at Heath's rankings, I would have Drake London 28th or 9th. I would start Calvin Ridley, Tank Dell, Jaden Reed over him. I would not start DeAndre Hopkins over London. So that's my bold prediction. He's barely top 30. Higgins or Shakir? Ooh, that's a good one.
Right. I will take Shakir over Higgins.
Adams is trying to formulate a bold prediction. It's basically just that Heath, the outlier on Drake London, is really wrong.
No, where's
he just basically wants to rank him where Dave and Jamie have.
Jamie's too high on him too. Jamie has him 24th. I would have started Devontae Smith over him. That would have been a mistake. JSN, Jaden Reed, Khalil Shakir. I would have started Tank Dell over him. And that would put him at around 29th. And McConkey over him. Okay. Wait, who'd you say here? Higgins or Shakir?
You have to break the tie. I say Higgins, Dave says Shakir.
I say Shakir. Hips don't lie. Hello, Richard, Jared, Dinesh, and Galfoyle. I don't know who that is. I don't know any of them. Dale or Dobbs?
We would go with Tank Dell, maybe? Question mark? Double checking the rankings.
That's from Silicon Valley, Adam.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
Dobbs.
Schaefer's very, very cool. He just knows things. JK, Tillman, or Sutton, PPR?
Cortland Sutton for me.
Tillman.
What an offensive YouTube handle, by the way. What is that supposed to mean? Have a nice day. What are those emojis? You know, whatever's.
Why don't you tell us as you like?
I can't tell what those are. They look like turkeys or boxing gloves. Did you guys watch the fight?
They look like turkeys. Did not.
I'm so embarrassed.
You watched it? It was
It's
bad.
such a metaphor for our times.
I keep seeing some very funny breaking news. Jake Paul has challenged, like, insert really old person here in his next fight. I don't want to say any names because it's kind of mean, but they're funny memes. Aaron Jones or CeeDee Lamb? Jones.
Lamb.
I think I like Jones better too.
I mean, you can't even like just use the injury excuse if you want. Be like, well, he's hurt. He may not even play.
I'm Charlie Brown with the Monday night team says he's fine. Not going to play.
Tillman, Downs, or Hopkins?
Tillman.
I'll take Tillman.
The Monday Night Football take is the worst Adam has had. I don't know. I'm not a high school kid anymore, so I don't know how people feel about it, but I just don't get the sense that people are jazzed up for Monday Night Football like they used to be. We used to have this awesome theme song that everybody loved. Like Monday Night Football was.
I think they still have a theme song.
It's awesome.
No, it's not. The Monday Night Football is not what it used to be. In my opinion, not what it used to be. And you know what? I think that they are getting closer because I think Buck and Aikman are great. I know a lot of people hate Buck or whatever, but I think they're great. They have had like 15 years of guys who just weren't the right fit. I'm not going to say they were bad. They just weren't the right fit. They just kept screwing with the broadcast booth with Dennis Miller and guys like they finally, I think they got it right. So I'm more excited about Monday Night Football now, but it used to be different. It used to be a bigger deal, I think.
I remember you used to get excited to hear Jason Witten broadcast football games.
No, he's part of that whole thing. But who was it when we were growing up? It was Al Michaels, and who was it like back in the day?
When Dave was growing up, I think it was Howard Cosell.
Yeah, Cosell, obviously.
Who was it with Al Michaels, though?
Deerdorf was there.
No.
Yeah,
he was.
No, but that's not who I was thinking.
Esiason was on for a bunch of calls.
Thomas is just going to come in and tell us here in just a second.
Wasn't Madden on Monday Night Football?
Wasn't Madden on it?
Yeah.
Was he? I don't remember. I remember him on Fox forever.
Yeah,
I think
And then he went to
the bigger problem, and it's directly related.
I know it was on Sunday Night Football.
Directly related to Jake Paul fighting a senior citizen, is the red zone. And like,
yeah,
we need 7 games going on so that we can cut into another game scoring points. And when there's one game on and that game doesn't turn out to be super exciting and they're not scoring all the time, it's like, it's kind of like baseball.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it was Dan Deerdorf I was thinking of, but Al Michaels was obviously the man. All right, sorry. Back to the show. Lamb, Ridley, Jacoby Myers. We need one of them.
I would go with, do I have Ridley over Myers? I'm checking. Lamb is third for me for sure of these three.
Myers.
I think
I'll go Myers.
I have Ridley a notch higher than Myers. Love the volume, love the upside.
Amari Cooper or Mike Williams, Johnny Smith, Dawson Knox.
Amari, and I'll take Knox.
So Jonnu is the tight end for me. I've got to go to the projections for I got Amari over Mike Williams.
Mooney or Higgins?
I will take Mooney over Higgins.
Russell Wilson or Bo Nix?
So all week long, I had Russ one notch ahead of Bo Nix. This morning, I did my usual double check on injuries for every team to see which players that are on the periphery aren't going to play. And you mentioned the Atlanta secondary on Friday, Adam. Not only is their secondary all beat up, but a bunch of their role-playing D linemen are also out for the game. And Kyle Hamilton's going to play for Baltimore. I made the switch. I put Nix one spot ahead of Russ, so I will recommend Bo Nix over Russell Wilson.
I will also.
Yeah, cool. Josh Downs, Bateman, Odunze, or MVS? We need one. I'll go Downs.
Downs.
Where is my... I know I'm starting Bo Nix in a league, right?
Should we talk about George Kittle replacement options?
Sure.
He's not ought to play today, but if you want to wait, you can. You can pick up Will Dissly, and you can wait. You can pick up AJ Barner, which I saw Dave do in a league, and you can wait.
Yeah, I don't love that I did that, but I was kind of desperate.
Because Noah Fant's out as well, and so I think we'll probably see 5 to 6 targets for AJ Barner. Either one of those guys. I'd prefer Dissly.
Okay.
I guess you could also pick up Dawson Knox if he's still out there. I prefer Dissly to Knox, but
one of the good things about Dissly is that he has Baltimore next week. So if you, I think Kittle should be back, but if you just need a tight end for next week where we've got 6 teams on a bye, Will Dissly is an option there, as is Jatavian Sanders facing the Chiefs.
Heath, I'm surprised you're not trying to trade me Dissly and YOLO.
yeah, I'm not really interested in helping your team, Dave.
Nice.
Shakir or Mooney?
Mooney.
Yeah.
And we need upside after Terry McLaurin hurt him Thursday. So who are we sitting here? Tyreek, JSN, Reed, or Tillman?
I'd probably sit Reed. Might sit JSN.
I think I would sit JSN as well.
JSN is really a guy I'm looking at here. Like, does he go back to just his normal roughly even points?
That's what I'm scared of.
Do they? Yeah, me too. Or do they say, this guy is too good. We have got to feature him a little bit more. I'm hoping that's the case, which would be bad for the league that I'm starting Tyler Lockett in. But thanks to you guys. Pitts, Pollard, or Najee, PPR?
It's not Najee. Full PPR. I will double check my rankings to confirm. I have Pollard one notch ahead of Kyle Pitts in my flex rankings. That's what I would do.
I would go with Pollard.
So you guys, I think the way I've sort of interpreted your voice is this is not the best Tony Pollard week, right?
No, not the best.
Okay. Pick 3. Cook, Walker, Brown, Hall.
Sit Cook.
Sitting Cook, yeah.
I might sit Brees.
You want a bold prediction? Another one? Bold?
Yeah.
Bold.
James Cook has the best day of any running back against the Chiefs all year.
I'd buy that. I've got Brees Hall the lowest of those 4.
I think it's also possible that he could do that and still be the right guy to sit here.
That's exactly how I'm playing it, because I don't think anyone scored 12 points yet against them. I think he'll get there. Higgins, Downs, Warren, Keenan Allen, Quentin Johnston, Ricky Pearsall. We need 3.
I can give you 3. T. Higgins, Quentin Johnston, Ricky Pearsall.
So Bijan, it looks like, scored 13, I think, unless he fumbled.
I'll check. Because that would hurt my stat of the game. Bijan against who is it? The Chiefs? Oh, yeah. Okay. 13.2. That's the high. So, yeah, 13.2. I think he'll beat that. He'll get 13.3 points today. 13.4 for James Cook. He will blow away Bijan Robinson. Let's pick 3 from this impressive group. See,
Looks like Rashad White also scored 12.
Okay. I thought it was 11. I guess it's 13 point, whatever it was. So like Cameron's got Chase Brown, J.K. Dobbins, Ken Walker, and I think we actually answered this one, sitting Dobbins. But some people have, much worse choices than that. So good job, Cameron. From T. Martin, not that T. Martin. Pick 2: Myers, Higgins, Debo, Cortland Sutton.
I think I'm going Debo and Sutton. And I like the pizza slices. Well done.
PPR, I am going Debo, and I would play Higgins. If you want to be safe, play Myers.
Did you know what T. Martin's doing now? I didn't realize what his job was.
I think he's a coach, right?
He's the Ravens quarterbacks coach.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Now you know.
Thank you, Curtis. I agree. It brings out the orange in my eyes. Josh Jacobs or Chase Brown, PPR?
I like Jacobs.
I'm not sure on that one. I haven't thought a whole lot about Josh Jacobs except for Adam's ridiculous trade offer. I have Chase Brown just ahead of him.
Someone says, give me a break, loser. Jonnu or Disley, PPR?
I think let me double check where I have them.
I believe I have Disley one spot higher.
I've got Jonnu one spot higher. Don't
Okay.
necessarily love it.
If I have to break the tie, I'll go Disley. Deontay or CeeDee Lamb? Oh, CeeDee Lamb.
Lamb.
It's quite a revenge game.
Stopwatch, blue hand timer, stopwatch, blue hand timer. Cooper or Judy, stopwatch, blue hand timer, stopwatch, blue hand timer.
Cooper.
I don't get it.
Are you reading it? I mean, this is what happens sometimes when people try to do like emojis, but for whatever reasons, the text comes out instead of the actual emoji.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I would play Judy for sure.
Evan Ingram or Tucker Kraft?
Ingram.
I think I have Kraft higher.
By the way, Dave, we got Heath, really is not so high on Dawson Knox and does not have Amari Cooper in his top 40.
I get it.
Are we feeling like an overconfident Chiefs fan? Is that what's going on? Just like we're just going to go in there and crush
I have never gotten the sense that Heath puts bias into his projections.
Me either. I'm just having fun, Dave. Have some fun, Mr. Optimist.
No, I'm being honest is what I do.
And I would like to be honest for just a minute.
Yeah.
Oh, please.
Amari Cooper has been one of the worst wide receivers in the NFL this season. His catch rate's been awful. He has more drops than anybody. He's averaging 5.3 yards per target, and he's playing, if he plays, with a soft cast on his hand that he's going to have to figure out how to catch the ball with.
Yes, so. I'm not going.
It has
I'm not
nothing to do with the matchup.
I'd like to root for the Bills. I want them to win. I'm not a Chiefs hater, but I would like the Bills to win.
Yeah.
I know some Bills fans. It would mean a lot to them. So I'm not going to bet the game, but if I were going to bet the game, I think the Chiefs should be favored in this game, and they are 2.5-point underdogs.
I am kind of surprised. And we used to have some Bills fans in the YouTube chat, but they got mad at me for ranking Josh Allen as QB4, I think. Coming into this year. He's QB5 right now. But
of course, throw that in.
Yeah, jeez.
I would not think that Bills fans would really get very excited at all about winning this game today. Like, you've beat the Chiefs in the regular season 3 times.
This is where the Chiefs fan is coming out to talk.
Yeah, I know, right? This is trolling.
This is what the Bills do.
This is trolling.
Yeah. Okay, so let's get back to the questions here.
Should do some rapid fire soon. It's 12:30.
Yeah, all right, let's do it. Ready?
Yeah.
Geno Smith or Stafford?
Geno.
Stafford.
Turkey or
You
ham?
gotta break the tie.
Oh, Stafford. Turkey or ham, and pick 2. Higgins, Ridley, Sutton, Tillman.
Turkey.
Ham.
Turkey.
Higgins and Tillman.
I will take the exact opposite, Sutton and Ridley.
Sutton and Tillman for me. Chubb or Higgins at flex. If it catches count, I'll go Higgins. If not, Chubb.
Agreed. I agree with you, Adam.
Start Dobbs or Taysom. Well,
he's starting Dobbs. He wants to know which tight end.
Yeah.
Isn't that what he's saying?
Yeah.
Taysom in non-craft and full.
Or should we just rank 2 of these 3?
No.
Taking the Packers. That's the easy way out.
When this rapid fire is over, I got a question.
Reed or Pollard?
Pollard.
Yeah.
Hunter Henry or Disley? Aaron Jones or Montgomery? Thanks, Andy.
Henry Jones, please.
Yep. Agreed.
Yep. Higgins or Debo?
Debo.
In the parking garage at Soldier Field.
Oh, my condolences, Justin.
Half PPR with a tight end bonus. Pearsall, Freiermuth, Gesicki, Estime.
I already answered his question.
Yes, you did. But he wants
Pearsall.
And Caleb or Gino?
Gino.
Caleb. Or Gino, yeah.
Higgins or Jaden Reed?
Higgins.
Tua or Mahomes?
Mahomes.
I believe I have Tua higher.
Tua Mahomes. Yeah, Tua. London, Jennings, Tillman, Ridley. We need 1. Ooh, Jennings for me.
I'm with you. No. I've got Ridley highest.
Boo, you stink, you loser. We just did that one. Sorry. Pick 2: Mooney, Myers, Reed, Hopkins.
Mooney Myers.
Agreed. Eminem.
Need 2 wide receivers, and I'm in all caps. I have Collins, Metcalf, Lamb. Okay. I need 2 wide receivers and a flex. Nico, Metcalf, and Aaron Jones for me. Nico, Metcalf, and London, Aaron Jones. Who we got? Agreed.
I agree with you, Adam.
Yeah.
Really? Because I thought you went with Lamb over Jones earlier.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I may have misheard.
You're forgiven. All right, just go with Collins, Metcalf, and Jones, and we'll
Collins, Metcalf, and Lamb. Yeah.
Okay.
Agreed.
Let's see. Start 2. No, you don't agree. Jacoby Myers or Travis Etienne. So start 1. Sorry.
Non-PPR.
Non-PPR.
Etienne.
I'm going Jacoby.
Madison or Mostert?
Madison.
Agreed.
Jordan Love or Stroud?
There it is. We can. I think that'd be a good time to take a little break from the rapid fire because I have a question.
All right, Jordan Love or Stroud?
My answer is Stroud.
Okay.
And
Why answer Stroud?
The Bears have allowed 1 quarterback all season to score more than 20 fantasy points.
Trevor Lawrence.
Now they've got this big amped up game because the most hated guy in the building just got fired.
He didn't get fired. He's still the head coach.
Oh, I don't want to start. Jordan Love's not a top 12 quarterback for me this week. And the last time I saw Jordan Love, he wasn't good or healthy.
Yeah. It's fine. And the Cowboys have the worst pass defense in football, basically. They've had it since Parsons got hurt. Now, obviously, Parsons is back, but they still have a lot of issues.
This is 10.56 fantasy points per game allowed by the Bears defense. That is insanely good.
And yet the track record of Packers quarterbacks against the Bears is insane. That includes Jordan Love in his 2 games last year. Jordan Love is healthy coming off of the bye, and he's got the better upside of the 2.
I'm making a FanDuel lineup right now because I always forget to do it. God, running back is just loaded. Like, I can't even justify putting McCaffrey in my lineup when Chase Brown is like $1 million less. So running back is just good. Pickens, by the way, is a great value. George Pick, geez, 7,500. He's got to be in your lineup on FanDuel. Pollard or Estime?
Pollard.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah. Look at this, John. You know how to get your question read. Non-PPR, Carr, Winston, or Richardson?
Non-PPR. That's tough. Sorry, I was being a jerk. Winston.
You were?
I said non-PPR. That makes it
Yeah.
tough.
Oh, sorry. I'm making my lineup, not paying attention. It's a good joke, though.
Thanks.
I need one. Dowdle, DJ Moore, or Brian Thomas Jr.?
Brian Thomas Jr.
Dowdle.
No, be more excited. Come on now.
I'm sad because DJ Moore and Brian Thomas Jr. should not even be in that conversation, but they are.
Okay, and we need Lamb or Estime. We'll go with Lamb there.
Go with Lamb.
And Tyreek Hill or Calvin Ridley? Or T.Y.
I will take Ridley.
Now, that was a funny joke, T.Y. Hilton, when they're saying thank you. Jacoby Myers. Oh, wait. Juwan Jennings over Myers, Downs, and Mooney. PPR, who's your favorite there?
My favorite is going to be Myers. I would start Jennings over Downs. So if I had to rank them, it's Myers, Mooney, Jennings, Downs.
And I've got it Myers, Jennings, Mooney, Downs.
Okay. Hawkinson, Andrews, or Njoku?
What's the format?
The
Because
format.
if it's PPR, it's Hawkinson. If it's non-PPR, it's Njoku. And half PPR, I'd probably lean toward Hawk.
I have Njoku the highest in all formats.
Okay. Can I drop Roma Dunze for Westbrook? No.
Nick Westbrook-Akine.
Yeah, I don't.
Could you do it? Sure. Should you do it? I think I'd rather stash a Dunze than Westbrook at this point. If you need a starter, though, I might start Westbrook over a Dunze for this week. Just the matchup and all.
I think you've got, especially with the new maybe changes on offense, you've got to have a Dunze on a roster just in case. What if he comes out of this week and all of a sudden he's the number one wide receiver?
Yeah, and again, with 6 teams on bye next week, they're not one of the teams on bye. So that's I'm like I might have to play him next week in a 3 receiver league.
I'm starting him in a 14-team league this week.
Texans or Vikings DST?
Love both. I have the Texans over the Vikings. No, I don't. I have the Vikings ahead of the Texans. Sorry.
And Mari Cooper or DJ Moore? Moore. I don't know. I think I actually go Cooper.
I think I would too.
DJ Moore.
Hopkins or Tillman?
Both are grab bags.
Tillman.
Hopkins or Tillman? Tillman.
Lamb or Pollard? Ooh.
Half PPR too. Makes it close. I think I like Lamb more than Pollard.
Pollard for floor, Lamb for upside.
Yeah.
I think
I showed this and never answered it. I'm sorry, Lyle. Bo Nix or Sam Darnold, and London or Jennings in a FanDuel lineup?
I have Darnold over Bo, and I've got Jennings over London.
Bo and Jennings, and I feel like Lyle just pulled one over on you.
Really?
Like you didn't actually show it earlier, but he said that, and so you.
That's really clever if he did.
Man, I'm not liking this update. Isaiah Pacheco is expected to play next week, according to Rap Sheet for Nathan Rappaport. Dobbs or DJ Moore?
Dobbs.
Wait, never mind. So the report is that he's expected to be healthy for week 12, but it'll be the coach's decision whether he plays. That's Kansas City will be on a short week. They're on a short week against the Panthers? I didn't know that. It's not our Thursday.
We're almost to the weird part of the Chiefs' schedule. I think they have a couple of Wednesday games coming up, maybe a
Play Sunday.
Saturday game.
Oh, they're not on a short week. No, they play Sunday. Thursday is Pittsburgh at Cleveland.
Are they on a short week the next week?
Technically, because they play Friday instead of Sunday.
Yeah, they play the following Friday.
Okay, so maybe they don't
want
want to
potentially back week 13. Got it.
Okay. All right. A few more. A few more. It's early. I didn't realize we still got 15 minutes.
All kinds of time.
Awesome.
All right, we got a few questions here. This is the easiest question ever. If anyone says grape, you're off the show. Strawberry or grape jam? It's definitely
Grape.
strawberry. Oh, you're off. Get out of here.
Pick me up.
Start a wide receiver and put 2 flex here. So it's 1 wide receiver, 2 flex. CeeDee Lamb, Cedric Tillman, Juwan Jennings.
I think I like Jennings. I think I might like Lamb third best here.
All right.
I have it Jennings, Lamb, Tillman.
I
And
have
then
it Lamb, Jennings, Tillman.
Okay, and then we need James Cook, J.K. Dobbins, or the other two receivers for 2 flex spots.
Cook and the other receiver.
So that'd be Lamb for you.
Yes.
So I would agree with Lamb. I think I'd go Lamb, Dobbins, Cook.
Okay. Start 1, Darnell Mooney or Jaden Reed or Estime. Or
Mooney.
MVS. Sorry.
Definitely not MVS. Mooney.
Mooney.
Oh. Metcalf, Jennings, Stevenson.
DK.
Agreed. Our
Yeah,
first Ramondre question of the day. That's interesting.
He's my super flex in our super flex league today.
Ooh.
Yeah, I know. Chubb, Jennings, Chase Brown, half PPR.
I don't know if I set that lineup.
I would go with Chase Brown.
I guess if I still had the tab open, I would know.
Everybody, yeah, I know, right? Tyreek Hill or Darnell Mooney?
Ooh. I'm checking to make sure. I've got Hill 1 notch ahead of Mooney. Both top 20 receivers.
Mooney.
Duck. There you go. James Cook, Josh Downs, Ricky Pearsall, Amari Cooper.
Cook
Give me one.
is
Just
who
pick
I
one.
would flex.
Cook.
Let
Jaden
James
Reed.
cook.
Jaden Reed or Jameson Williams?
Believe
Reed.
I read higher.
By the way, Dave, where did you settle on the? Oh, I think we already read this one. J.K. Dobbins, Tillman, Sutton.
Yeah, because the emojis.
Right. Where did you settle on grape versus strawberry jam?
Strawberry.
Okay, good. Jamar Chase, Debo Samuel, Puka Nakua. Wow. Drake London, Kareem Hunt. Pick 3 and a flex. Half PPR. We need to sit 1. Ooh, that's an easy.
Like, why ask this question like
Easy
this when
one.
Chase is easily a start? Puka is easily a start. So you should have written.
Oh,
pick one to
really?
flex.
You're getting on him for that?
Yeah, you make it easy on yourself and us.
Sit Drake London. Come on.
I would sit.
Say it.
He
Heath.
gave 5 names. Oh, and it's only 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. No, there's 6 names. You got to sit 2 of these guys.
Why?
And well, hold on. He's got Drake and London.
He doesn't have Drake.
Oh, I counted Drake twice because I'm an idiot. Now
Yeah, Dave.
I agree. Sit Drake London.
Dave hates giraffes. You don't know that about him, but he had an encounter with this guy's name is Giraffes on the comment. He had an encounter with giraffes when he was a kid at the zoo. It scarred him forever.
Oh, I had an encounter with the giraffe. All right. It wasn't when I was a kid.
What happened?
I can try and tell the story.
There's an NDA.
We might break some YouTube rules in the process.
Are you going to show video? Go ahead.
When my kids were younger, I took them to a zoo with bigger animals, and so they could get up close, and you could feed these animals. And giraffes were there. It's kind of like one of those, VIP zoos. Like I don't even know. If it's anyway, this zoo had giraffes, and you could get like up close and personal with the giraffes. And these are majestic animals, and they're wonderful. But one of them expunged some bodily fluids. And another giraffe came by by the way, when a giraffe gets rid of bodily fluids, it's a lot of bodily fluid, man. They
Right.
must have some humongous bladders. So another giraffe comes by, and like someone would go to a water fountain.
Oh,
this
geez.
giraffe went, I'm going to stop there.
Okay.
Okay, good. That was a good story.
But did he wash his hands before or after?
All right, here we go. Rapid fire. Estime or ETN PPR?
That's one I think I'll say ETN for.
Agreed.
Dobbins or London, half PPR.
JK.
And then give me 2 in full PPR. Myers, Shakir, Metcalf, Higgins.
Myers and DK.
Myers and Metcalf.
Yeah. Apple pie or key lime pie, Lad or London, Knox or Kraft. Apple pie.
Apple pie.
Apple pie.
London.
And Lad McConkey.
Kraft.
McConkey, Kraft. Anthony Richardson or Geno Smith?
Gino.
Yeah, it's a safe play.
Mike Williams or Romeo Dobbs, non-PPR?
Dobbs.
Agreed.
T. Higgins or James Cook?
Cook.
Yeah.
Ferguson or Disley?
Do I have Disley high enough over Ferguson? I do by a notch. Disley.
Ferg.
Ridley or Kareem Hunt, PPR?
I'll tell you what. If CeeDee Lamb is somehow ruled out, if we know that before Sunday night, I would start Disley or Ferguson. If we know that was ruled out, sorry about that.
I'm going with Kareem Hunt.
Function. Go ahead. Go on with your Ridley.
Kareem Hunt has the best matchup in fantasy, basically. And he's the number 11 running back per game in the last 5 weeks.
Yeah, I would go Hunt.
Jennings or Ridley? And yes, grape is better than strawberry.
I thought you said if we picked grape, we were off the show.
Oh, sorry. Oh, man, I read that wrong. No, okay. Grapes are better than strawberries, but in terms of jelly, strawberry is better than grape.
What about jam? That's what we were asked about.
Yeah, either one. Jam is better than jelly, though.
We're all losing our minds here. It's getting close to kickoff. I will take Ridley over Jennings.
Jennings over Ridley for me.
Jennings over Ridley for me. Oh, man, strawberries versus grapes, not the jam. Like, that's tough. Higgins or Pollard, half PPR?
Higgins.
I think I said Higgins earlier, so I will say Higgins again.
Okay, stop spamming me. We just answered. Jacob, Brock Purdy or Russell Wilson?
I will start Purdy.
Swift or ETN? Swift.
Swift.
Jaden Reed, Ridley or Mooney, PPR?
Calvin.
Mooney.
No, his name is Calvin Ridley. Not.
Oh, to my French, Mooney. But
you're an idiot.
Yeah, I'd go Mooney.
Adams, Pearsall, or Dowds?
Adams.
Devontae Adams. Pearsall's second for me.
Tyreek Hill or T. Higgins?
T.
Tyreek.
Yeah, I'll also go Tyreek. Nervously. Pardon me. Ladd or Downs? Love or Darnold?
There wasn't even a late night Canes game. I don't know what you stayed up for. Ladd and Darnold.
I would go Downs and Love.
I go Ladd and Darnold too. I stayed up. Goodfellas was on, and I could not turn it off. It is an impossible movie to turn off. It's just nonstop. It's great. I actually had to turn the TV off, or I wouldn't have fallen asleep. All right, Dobbins or Myers? PPR.
Myers.
Taysom Hill or Evan Ingram?
Ingram. Depends on the format. If it's non-PPR, I'd go Taysom.
Agreed.
Stop avoiding the hard question, gents. Allen or Goff? Allen.
Are you kidding? You can't say that and then ask a Josh Allen start-sit question.
I'm not answering his question. You'll never know, Jasper, what I think.
Brian Thomas or J.K.
Unless he looks at your rankings, and then maybe he'll have a clue.
Yeah, that's true.
Brian Thomas or J.K. Dobbins?
I would start Dobbins over Brian Thomas Jr.
You know, another thing I thought about, how would it be funny if you guys did like a tweet and you were like, okay, I'm answering your questions for the next 10 minutes. Just use the hashtag AskFFT. And then you replied to every single one with just a link to your rankings. Just every question. Just here's a,
Yeah, I'm not sure that'd be great for the brand.
No, it wouldn't, but it just that'd be funny.
That would make people unhappy. That's not what we're here to do.
Kareem Hunt or Deebo Samuel, PPR? Ooh.
That would probably be. I'll check my rankings.
Deebo for me.
That is tough.
Deebo.
I've got Deebo a few notches higher than Kareem Hunt.
Yeah, I'm going. All right, fine. Deebo. What do we got? This one. I keep trying to click it, and it's not. Here we go. Dynasty trade.
Yeah, here we go.
I was offered Justin Jefferson for JSN, Jalen Warren, a 2025 first and a 2025 second. Heck yeah, I'm doing that.
I would do it unless you're a terrible team.
Oh, yeah. I think Justin Jefferson's going to be more valuable than the number one player this year. I don't even know who it's going to be.
Well, yeah, but maybe not the number one player plus Jackson Smith and Jigba plus a second.
Yeah.
I don't know. In Superflex, it might be hard. I assume that in one QB, it's probably going to be Genty.
Yeah, I think so. Darnold or Russell Wilson?
I would start Darnold.
I just realized that I have no idea where I have Sam Darnold ranked. And it's 14th, one spot behind Jordan Love, 4 spots behind Russell Wilson.
Good for you. I think Jamie and Dave are too high on Sam Darnold because he stinks. Just saying that. I don't even know where they have him. I think they have him top 10.
I definitely have him top 10.
10 and 8. Good for you, Heath. You're the man.
Thanks.
Pick 2. You're welcome. ETN, Ridley, and Jacoby Myers. Pick 2 in PPR.
I am sitting ETN.
I am also.
Me too. Goff or Geno Smith?
Goff.
Hunt or Flowers? PPR.
Flowers.
Higgins or Metcalf? PPR.
DK.
Yeah.
Pumpkin or sweet potato pie?
Pumpkin, obviously.
Sweet potato, obviously. Pumpkin pie is revolting. Knox or Hunter?
Hunter.
And he says pumpkin is the right answer.
Obviously, everyone knew that.
Pumpkin pie is just gross.
I'm just goading you into another of your terrible takes because at that time of year, it's time to be thankful for Adam's awful takes.
Yeah, I'm thankful for them. Knox or Kraft, non-PPR?
Kraft.
I'm thankful I don't have Adam's taste buds.
Braylon Allen or Cam Akers, PPR?
Allen.
I'll say Akers.
Okay. Adam, Sutton. I think you probably mean Adams. Sutton, Dell, or Ricky Pearsall?
Adams.
Man.
No, he's saying, come on, Adam. Sutton, Dell, or Pearsall?
I can't tell.
I like Sutton the best. I like Sutton better than Devontae Adams, too.
I do, too.
And I like Andrews over Taysom Hill.
I do, too. Unless it's non-PPR. But it says PPR. So
I was reading.
It's Andrew's PPR, and I'm not sure what Andrew does with catches.
Pearsall, Waddle, and Dell. Choose 2. Sit Waddle?
Yeah.
Waddle.
I'll sit Waddle.
I think I have Pearsall the lowest.
Okay, this is wrong. I might have the worst taste in food, but music and movies, no, incorrect. You're wrong about that.
The only thing that I've found that I like your taste in is TV shows. You've done me right.
Yeah.
I don't have an opinion on your movie takes, except that you once said Miss Doubtfire was the greatest comedy of all time.
And My Cousin Vinny.
So movies, you're also terrible. Your music takes are worse than your food takes.
What? This is a summary of my music takes. There is a lot of good music that I don't like, but everything I like is good. I don't like anything that's not good. So if I recommend something, you're going to like it. Elijah Moore, Tajay Spears, or Jalen Warren, half PPR.
Warren.
Elijah Moore. And like, you're such terrible music takes.
I'm going to see Sam Fender at Webster Hall in Manhattan in February. I'm pumped up. Cook or Swift?
Swift.
I think I have Cook higher than Swift. I do.
One of the easiest ones of the day. Duck or turkey? And Chubb or Estime? Duck.
If prepared properly, duck.
Chubb.
And Chubb over Estime.
All right, a couple more. Devontae Adams or Juwan Jennings?
Adams.
And Cup and Puka. Okay, that's not a question.
That's a good team.
Nice.
Stafford will start both.
Okay, sorry. Let me get one more good one here.
Lineup's locked.
Jennings or Higgins? That one didn't lock. That did not lock.
Too late now.
No, not for that
Higgins.
one. Jennings. Thanks, everybody, for watching and listening. We will talk to you at 8 o'clock. Drake London, wide receiver 29 this week. Put it in pen. I'm calling it. All right. Have a great one. Good luck. Let's have a winning Sunday, and we'll talk to you soon.
Go win your league.